Let me do measure 49. This might be more difficult. First rule, please relax your wrist, especially what I always say, open wrist. So open the inside of your wrist. So this is the side of your thumb. This side of your wrist should be very much relaxed and it should be able to move, should be able to open like this. If I were to close, if I were to have a very stiff wrist, I will play like this. This is a stiff wrist. When I open wrist, when I relax my wrist, you will see that this side of the wrist is free. Free to move, free to make a little circulation. Not an extra circulation, but just enough so that my movement is free. Minimum circulation, I will call. And this you can also make many different variations. You can do you can try octave. You can try only the lower notes. Please remember, I'm all doing non-legato and plucking. You might be aware with the word plucking at this point. And I can do also like arpeggio type. I don't use harmony, but I do only like melody. And I can do also harmony too. You see, it's endless. You can make endless variations of this. So that's about it. And now let me tackle the left hand's challenge. Measure 47. This also, when you try to play this in legato, it will not work. Please remember, non-legato between each note. Here is a little more difficult than the right hand, I think, because this involves jump, a long distance jump. So first, then, so when you jump, obviously you need another open wrist. If I were to stiffen my wrist, it will be much harder. And then when you jump, please always exercise both directions of the jumping. Well, first, the jump is going down, so descending, jumping, because we are going from fa and is naturally descending. However, we have to do ascending practicing as well, because look. So we do ascending practice too. And then 49. Ascending. When you do harmony, this you can do first two notes together. Or the second two notes together. Then all three notes together, although this is difficult. And another tip, when you practice this one bar, let's say 49, please practice from the end of the phrase. So that would be you see what I'm saying? I'm practicing exactly from the end note and going to the beginning note to prevent that we are always starting from the first note and we make mistake at the end. So we reverse the process of the practicing. So we do from the end to the beginning as well. So that's how you practice each hands separately. I'm sure when you do all this finger training, the fingers themselves are much stronger and more independent. And now a little bit of thinking. Let's count how many notes in one bar on the right hand. 12 notes of 16ths, right? So 12 notes can be a multiple of 4 or 3 or 2. If we play when we play like this, then we are counting these 12 notes as a multiple of 2. Then if we play like we are counting it as a multiple of 4 because so when we practice, we naturally think of it as 2 and 4. So we think of it duple. But we haven't thought of it as a triple, multiple of 3. So that's what we practice. Please practice this passage also in triplet. So when you do this practice, please do not switch the rhythm. Keep the rhythm intact, so very accurate rhythm, but only keep the accent in every third note so that you get in your head that you're playing in 3. And when you do ascending passage like this, especially in this ascending passage, please be careful that you have to be really watching your inside part of the wrist. So make it very flexible. Like if you do, this doesn't help at all. You have to feel as if you are throwing your inside of the wrist a bit to the 45 angle. Not like but try to find the right position which is more suitable for you. But the key is release inner side of your wrist. That's the kick. One thing very important you have to remember in this presto con fuoco section, please don't despair if you have small hands. I have also small hands, but the truth is, if your wrist flexible, then you have no problem playing all these passages. Especially in Chopin's pieces, in any pieces from Chopin, the key is always in your wrist. Just keep your wrist free, then you have no problem. Of course, having large hand helps. I don't deny it. But just keep your wrist free and then you have no problem. That's what I wanted to assure you. Let's look at measure 62. Here, what do we see? We see a change of figure. First, in the left hand, we see this continuous figure, repeated continuous figure. This type of figure starts, and on the right hand we start to see a harmony, succession of harmony, and going to from measure 62 almost till the end of the section, which is measure 81, just before tempo 1 begins. So here the left hand and right hand rolls are very different and also obvious. So right hand, the harmonic progression, the right hand moves step by step. In these 6 bars with crescendo, the right hand reaches to fortissimo in just 6 bars. And as you all know, where it says crescendo is actually the place where it is the softest. And please remember, when you see crescendo in a large phrasing, please save it. So it is more effective to save the crescendo and later part make a large crescendo in a short period of time. This is much more effective than starting crescendo early and gradually making smaller and long crescendo. I will show it in another way too. If you follow until 62 to measure 67. Always moves up just by 1 step. But from 67, something happens. What do we have? We have a huge jump. We have from this E flat to an octave jump. This E flat. Moving by step, and at the last second half of the bar, he moves. Yeah, he jumps up 1 octave. And then, coming to a climax, fortissimo he already reached at 68. Then he steps up again, another octave. Then, only then, he steps down. He starts to step down. And then from here, 70, he goes down. So from the moment he arrived at the climactic point from fortissimo, which goes till bar 70, then there is a diminuendo throughout the bar from 70 till 81. So, for 10 long bars, you have to keep a diminuendo. So you have to be very careful at composing how to make the diminuendo, because it's a very long phrase and it needs a very careful calculation. Let's take a look at the left hand. It's the same figure almost, except it's about the same scale all the time. But in Chopin, this type of very light and fast scales should be very well taken care of, because these are mostly played in leggero, and these should be played very light manner. And then these should be played in a very good quality. Otherwise, it is very disturbing to the ears. And then especially that the right hand is moving in harmony and then in long notes. For example, when the right hand is holding a long note, the left hand moves continuously, makes noise. So when the left hand is not even, it goes like this, then the mood and this misterioso, this atmosphere, that goes totally. So you have to very much take care of this passage. And I'll tell you one practice method here for the left hand. It's called, well, what I call a chopstick practice. Something that I've not used much in my lecture series. It's called chopstick practice because it literally looks like chopstick. So for this practice, I lay down my fingers flat on the keyboard like this, and then from this big knuckle, I move my fingers from the big knuckle. Well, I'll do it first on this piano lead first. These are flat. I don't bend any joint. So in literal word, it stays like chopstick. I don't bend. Only from big knuckle, I move like this. So yes, this is how I practice It might take a little moment for you to get accustomed to it, but this is very effective. I used this method when I played many Chopin waltz, very fast ones. And once I've done these practice on these very fast ones, very fast Chopin waltzes, the fingers goes like it's flying. Very leggero, brillante, and it's super. So you might want to try that. I explained how to practice these fast passages on the left hand, and then musically, of course, from 67. These 4 bars, you don't have to rush because this is only natural that you take time. For example, if you rush, this is very not musical. Here, when you develop from already here, when you have a jump. When you jump, you need to naturally breathe in because we can play it very easy because we have a piano. But if you were to sing or if you were to play double bass, can you imagine how much time it would take? So obviously you need time. And then, as I said before, take the crescendo in a short time but very big crescendo. So explosive crescendo is very effective. So at the last moment, explosive crescendo. The climactic point is from 68 till the beginning of 70. Then from 70 in time. But calculate well. As you see, the right hand keeps on descending harmony and the left hand is the motor passage. But the role changes on measure 78 because now here the right hand takes over the left hand role. Let me go from 77. Now the left hand takes the descending harmony. Rallentando. Then briefly tempo 1. But different, slentando with a fermata. So obviously it's not a return of the first theme. Then it goes on. As if it goes on, but it ended in an A minor, very unstable. But again, what is this? Did you notice something strange? Let me play this again. Let me play from measure 94 from the upbeat. what is happening here? First, were you surprised or were you not surprised? I hope you were surprised because, first of all, at measure 95, what we were expecting originally was this. But suddenly we did, what we got was totally unexpected, and even twice. And then it changes. Now, even the bass of the right hand harmony changes. And the lowest note of the left hand also changes. So, changes to So what is happening here? The key is changing. I'm not a theoretician and I know what is going on here, but we are here to play and how to make this musically sound differently and how to make this more musical, but not to really analyze. So I'll just leave it to a theory book, okay? So this diminished seventh becomes now dominant 7, 5/7. And then from here, what happens is like fugato starts to happen. So here I have a short point to talk about. It might be very surprising to think of Chopin and polyphonic music because we often relate Chopin to a very melodic composer. But obviously Chopin was very much into polyphonic music. And here, this Bach fugato suddenly comes out. And Chopin really respected Bach compositional technique more than anyone. And he always, whenever he could, he inserted counterpoint from his work. And this fugal technique, this fugato, that's why you can see this fugato here. So here you have to absolutely follow this fugato line and bring it out as much as you can. And here this part, you can think of it as a little Bach in this Chopin piece. And then practice like you do Bach. That's what I just wanted to mention. Let's go on. From here, there is a crescendo. And then we have stretto più mosso. We will have have the same, very similar phrase just a page later. Let's compare this measure 107 to 109 and measure 132 until 134. And now I'll play for you measure 132. Here's another stretto and più mosso. Do you see any difference? Because there is a very big, huge difference here. Have you found? I hope you did. The difference was in the phrasing. In 107, the left hand but the right hand. It was all in one big phrase. However, from 132 to 134, it was the left hand was not in phrase marking at all, and the right hand was in all three in one. So what do you think this shorter phrasing creates? The effect of the shorter phrasing. It's panting. It's like it's more panting, so it's more shorter breath, so it's more panting, and it's much more frustration. It's much more dramatic build-up because it's second time already. The first time at 107, it was stretto and più mosso, but it was first time building up. Yeah, but when it comes later at the second time, then because it was already second time, then it was more frustrated and more built up. So that was obvious that it was much more intensive and much more effective. That's what I wanted to point out.